Morning, Damien. It's nice to be talking with you here from Nuuk during this very special occasion. These Climate Days are a celebration, really, also a great learning experience, but a celebration of a concept that we at the National Science Foundation are very much committed to. And that is, it's based on the recognition that to understand what's happening in one part of the Arctic as a result of climate change, you have to understand what's happening everywhere in the Arctic. And that can only be possible when all countries work together. So, for example, during International Polar Year, we were very committed to building partnerships with colleagues in other countries. And as a result, we supported projects that are co-supported by 27 other countries. And we think that that's created a partnership that's going to not only advance science, but that the scientists will train their students to operate in the same way, and their students. And so it will be a network that sort of brings everybody together in the interest of attacking whatever science problems happen to be the most important ones 10 years, 20 years, 30 years from now. This approach to understanding climate change that we're seeing here also is really critical because we've learned that you don't make progress by just studying physics alone, and I'm a physicist so I can say that, or by just studying biology alone. We really have to understand the linkages and the interactions among the different fields of science in the so-called system science approach. And we're seeing that here in many cases. We're seeing much better data coming out, and now we need to focus on understanding what the data are telling us. What are the causes of what's going on? We know that temperatures are rising around the world because of greenhouse gas concentrations, but we also know that climate change is different in one part of the Arctic and in a different part of the Arctic. So there are local drivers, and it's really critical to understand the causes that make temperatures changing, permafrost changing in Alaska, different from the way permafrost is changing here in Greenland. So these comparative studies between what's happening in Greenland, what's happening in Siberia, what's happening in Alaska are teaching us a lot. Canada has a huge range of ecosystems as a function of latitude, and we're building linkages with Canada. I'm just delighted that France has a very strong interest now, for example, in Arctic science, and Gerard Jugy and I are working to build linkages. We've had long linkages between our programs in the Antarctic, and now we're linking them together in the Arctic as well. And so this network of collaborating scientists and collaborating governmental agencies really is, it's creating a community, a global community that's, I think, very constructive and very positive for the future. Here in Greenland, it's been a real pleasure to talk to members of the new government and to build plans with them. I did that yesterday, and I look forward to continuing to work with them, not just on the research links, which we both agree are very strong and very positive, robust, but also to tie those more strongly to education, particularly of young people. Graduate students, of course, but starting much earlier than that with school children. And expanding on the linkages we already have, where we have some schools in New York State, for example, linked with a school in Kangerlussuaq. We sponsored a Science Week at Summit with students from Greenland, Denmark, and from Alaska. And we both agreed, the officials here in Greenland and myself, that we need to build on that and do more of that for the benefit of both countries. As our students learn about the broader world, they become much more capable. And I believe the Greenland community here thinks the same is true of their students, that they'll become stronger as they know more about the rest of the world as well. So it's a happy occasion here. It's just nice to be here.